crave truffle oil. Get in the sea. Because I get a lot of that, I get posh shame. I'm posh, but I get a lot of posh shame. I had it the other day, I'm in my local boozer, right? Danny, I'll rub-a-dub-dub the fucking water now, right? I walk in, I'm greeted by the maitre d'. And, what? It's a proper pub. We've got a fruit machine and everything. They make wonderful organic juices. No, so I go in, and I walk in, I go into the toilet, right? And you know the way every toilet in every pub in the world, right? There is always one cubicle where the lock is bust. And for some of us, we have at some point had to lump it and go into that toilet. And for some of us, we have experienced the horror firsthand of the cubicle with a broken lock beginning to open whilst we're taking a shit. Now, everyone has a different way to reacting to that horrific moment. Some people will say something like, sorry, excuse me, they can vocalise. Some people are so embarrassed that they cannot speak. So they end up just making a weird noise as the cubicle door begins to open. So they don't come in there because they think an animal is being slaughtered. This one, though, I experienced the other day. It could only happen in a gastropub in Notting Hill, right? I open this door, right? There is this big, fat, posh man, sat on the loo, sweating like Jamie Redknapp in a Waterstones. He's got mustard cords wrapped around his ankles, makes no attempt to cover himself up whatsoever. Just as I open the door, he looks up from the shitter and he goes, "Occupied!" That man is how Britain built an empire. I am a big posh. I don't actually shop at Waitrose anymore. The reason I don't shop at Waitrose is quite amazing. The reason I can no longer shop at Waitrose is because the other big endorsement that this guy has this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I shit you not, you are listening to the voice of Asda. Whose idea was that? Oh yeah, I know who's all about rolling back prices. Jack fucking Whitehall. I sound like a Victorian mill owner telling the workers where to eat. It's ridiculous. I went in and recorded it. It was so... They brought in all the people from Asda. That was an awkward moment. They were like, "Jack, have you ever actually been to an Asda?" I was like, yes, I think I visited one for comic relief. By that I mean they gave money and I went to thank them. I wasn't doing an appeal video there, sir. Look at what this poor woman is being forced to buy. Asda own brand chips. With your donations, we could send Sue here a Waitrose relief package with the basic essentials she needs. Please dig deep. Text Dauphinoise to Sarah. That joke can't leave this room, by the way. Oh dear. That's why I don't do appeal videos. Although they are letting the side down with these appeal videos on Comic Relief now. The last one that I watched, Comic Relief, they had an appeal video that was being done by the greatest actor of our generation, true Renaissance man and member of the royal family, Danny Dyer. Now, I love Danny Dyer as much as the next man, but Danny Dyer doing an appeal video in a Syrian refugee camp with a 7-year-old girl was fucking weird, because he did it just like he was doing Danny Dyer's Deadliest Men. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. He was like, "I'm Danny Dyer, and I'm in Syria, where the whole situation is proper naughty. Look at this little saw, come here love, right? This little treacle hasn't had any nosh in about a week, so get on a blower and give her some fucking bunts. Don't bug her off, you silly cunts." Paraphrasing slightly. Now, of course, I have been to Asda. I'm not as grand as everyone thinks. I am actually not as grand as everyone thinks. I had lunch the other day in that lovely little boulangerie, Greg's. It's great. Greg's have a salad. I don't know what the point of that is. No one is going into Greg's for a Romanesco salad, are they? They're going in there because they want to debase themselves with a steak slice. I don't want a salad sat there judging me, all right? Because that's the problem with all these fast food restaurants now. They've got ideas above their station. That's why I like KFC. KFC, they know who they are. Here is some deep fried shit for you to eat out of a bucket. There we are, piggy. I wonder what the Colonel's special secret blend of herbs and spices is. Salt. It's salt. It's not rocket science. Subway's the best, because you can definitely trick yourself into thinking that Subway is a healthier option. Oh yeah, they got salad, vegetables, a little bit of light dressing. If you're ordering your lunch in feet, you've lost. I saw a bigger lady in Subway the other day. She looked like she'd completed a half mile in her time. And no, I say it because she was wearing an amazing t-shirt. It genuinely said, "The gym is my boyfriend." Long distance relationship, I think. My dad's the worst. I took my dad to a McDonald's for the first time the other day. He ordered a Big Mac and asked to have it cooked medium rare. Here's a little trick I play with my dad. My dad is terrible with technology. He's a massive technophobe. What I do is I wait for my mum to buy a new bit of kit for the house. Doesn't matter what it is, laptop, coffee machine, new printer, all Samsung, obviously. I say buy. No, anyway, I wait. And then I tell my dad that it's voice activated. Oh my God, you have not known true joy until you have seen a 75-year-old man tell an electric blanket to go fuck itself. I get it, it's hard getting old. It is hard getting old. I visited my granny in an old people's home this week because I'm a great guy. First time I visited her. But anyway, she was there in the old people's home. And it's sad. She sits there all day in her little commode with the potty chair, watching... That's not the funny bit. She sits in her potty... Okay, it's quite funny. She sits there in her potty watching Flog It all day, and I thought, that's no life, right? I read an article recently about the writer Aldous Huxley. That's a lie. I saw a tweet. And I always do that little trick to make yourself sound smarter. The other one I do is every time I walk out of the cinema, I always go, oh yeah, well, the book was much better. Any film. And I'll be like, Fast and Furious 7. I was like, yeah. It certainly cocked up the denouement. Denouement, there's another one. It's French for the last bit. Anyway, so, little tricks. Anyway, so, I read, and I didn't. I saw a tweet about Aldous Huxley. And do you know what I read about Aldous Huxley on this tweet? It said that Aldous Huxley, on his deathbed, do you know what he asked for? LSD. Right. That is the attitude that more pensioners need to take. Obviously, it is bad to do recreational drugs at this point in your lives because you could get into them. But when you're 85 in an old people's home, fuck it, let the handbrake off. If I lived in an old people's home, I would get on it all the time. I just you hear these people talking about their grandparents, like, how did your granny die? Oh, she died in her sleep. Like, that's a good thing. Who wants to die in their sleep? I want my granny to go out all guns blazing. I want people to be like, Jack, how did your granny die? Well, she dropped a knee and had a stroke whilst doing the Worms or Songs of Praise. I can't. Like, obviously, you think stand-up, that's rock and roll, isn't it? It can be a lonely life as well. There's a lot of staying in hotels. And I quite like staying in hotels. I like staying in hotels mainly because I like stealing from hotels. So I'm fucking good at it. I really am. I've got it down to a fine art. Like rookies think, you wait to the... I'll take anything. I will literally take anything. I will take, slippers, shower curtain rings, robe, vase in the lobby. I was staying in a hotel the other week, got my hands on one of these bad boys. Free smoke alarm. That hotel's not there anymore, but the point is, and they've got onto us now as well. I love how weird we become in hotels as well. Like my attitude towards towels changes completely just because they put so many out. I feel the need to use them. I turn into King Louis XIV every time I stay in a hotel. I walk out the shower like, when I'm staying in the Radisson Bleu, I will be operating a strictly one towel per limb policy. One wipe and boom, it's in the bath. When I'm at home, I use the same towel for maybe 6 months. It's like the Shroud of Turin. I have arguments with my girlfriend. She's like, you got to wash that thing. I was like, you know the rules. It doesn't get washed till it can stand up on its own. A lot of drinking as well. I hate it when they put a minibar in your room in one of those fridges with the lock on it. Why do they do that? The shame of that call at 1 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday night. Hey, I was just wondering, I quite like a Kit Kat Chunky, so please could you unlock my fridge? The Kit Kat Chunky is situated in your drawer, sir. Sorry, did I say that? I meant water. I'd like some water. The water's on your bedside, sir. Just open the fucking fridge. And while you're at it, send a bottle of red wine up to my room. How many glasses would you like, sir? Are we really doing this charade again? 2 glasses. I'd like 2 glasses, please. 1 for me and 1 for my friend. Would you like any wine, friend? Yes, please. There. Is everyone content that something really sad isn't about to happen? The saddest hotel I ever stayed in was the Disney Hotel. I stayed in the Disney Hotel in America. It was a mess up with my booking, and they put me in their sister hotel. It was the Disney Hotel in Anaheim. I stayed there for 2 months of my life on my own as a grown-up adult. I nearly topped myself. It's so weird. They have Disney characters that work there as members of staff that by company policy are not allowed to break character at any point during your stay. Have you got any idea how fucking annoying that is? You walk in and Goofy's on reception. Go to the restaurant, Donald Duck's doing teppanyaki at the bar. I can pinpoint though the exact moment that my childhood died. 2 weeks into my stay, I'm in my room, I'm tired, alone. I call down to the front desk. Mickey Mouse answers the phone. Hey, buddy, what can I do for you today? Mickey, I need to activate the porn channels on my TV. Fits with that American model of customer service where they're just aggressively friendly. I think they're aggressively friendly because they live in a country where they got guns. You know, that shit works. It keeps people on their toes. That's the only time I've ever wished I had a gun in England, is when I am face to face with our parody of customer service. I had it the other day. I'm in my local station as W.H. Smythes, and I walk in and there's this kid treating me with a chilling level of contempt. I went out and was like, hey, I bought this DVD, I'm afraid it didn't work, so please can I return it for one that does? Yeah, well, let me ask you this or something, bro, blah. Maybe the reason your DVD don't work is because your DVD player don't work. Have you asked or something, bro? Yes, madam. Brad did ask himself that, which is why Brad popped it in his laptop, not working in Brad's laptop either. Yeah, well, let me ask you this or something, yeah, bro, blah. Maybe the reason it don't work in your laptop is because your laptop don't work. Now, that bad man, no thing about technology, yeah. At this point, you wish you could just be like, yeah, you know what, maybe the laptop isn't working, but you know what is working perfectly well? This pump-action shotgun, right? So how about you stop questioning my integrity, release me from your web of accusations and lies, and run along and fetch me a working copy of Marley and Me. Shit. I spent a lot. I went to America to break America. America very much still intact. And I got an American agent, right? He lied to me, tricked me into signing with him. He was like, "You sign with me, kid. I got your movie. This part, it was written for you. I represent the director. You sign with me. The part is yours." I was like, "Oh, great. Sign me up." I joined. Auditioned for the part that was written for me. Didn't get it. Went to see the film 6 months later. Do you know who's playing the part that was written for me? Idris Elba. I don't think there's many times when it comes down to a straight shootout between me and Driss. I'm not having a pop, he's a great actor, and in hindsight probably made a much better Nelson Mandela than I would have. I have been on a long walk to freedom. No, didn't need the voice, didn't need the voice. Didn't need the voice. Do you know the royal family? That's the other one you get a lot in America. Obviously with me, I do, but the... I did the Royal Variety Show last year. That was a disaster. I was so nervous, all right? I did this Royal Variety Show at the Royal Albert Hall. Prince Harry was the royal in attendance. So I was like, I love Harry. I was like, I'm going to get him on side nice and early on. I went out, I was like, Harry, I just want to compliment you on your bravery in Afghanistan. A ginger in that heat. Woo! And that joke went down like a dead corgi, all right? From there on in, it was hard work. End of the night though, as the host of the variety show, the one thing you've got to remember to do is you've got to get the cast to do a bow to the royal box. So at the end of the show, I'm stood on stage next to Sir Elton John, National Treasure, and Little Mix, Regional Trinkets. And I'm there. And you know the reason I forgot to do the bow to the royal box, right? Because in the Royal Albert Hall in front of 3,000 people in black ties, Sir Elton John, who I've never met before in my life, thought it would be funny to whisper in my ear as I started bowing, "I wouldn't bend over in front of me, love." Pull out the bow! Got worse still, because then afterwards, right, there's a black tie royal gala. What's that? Do I ever worry that my stories are too relatable? Yes, we've all been to a royal gala. I was there at this royal gala. I stupidly brought my friend Dave as my +1. And you're looking at me, Jack, you do not have a friend called Dave. It's short for the Earl of Daventry. And he... I've changed his name because he doesn't come out of this story great, right? He's there, he gets a little bit drunk. He's that idiot friend, right, that everyone's got. And if you're thinking, we don't have an idiot friend, it's you, right? So he's there, idiot friend, at the bar. Prince Harry walks over with 2 armed security personnel either side of him. He looks at my friend, who's a big guy, he's about 6'3". Harry decides he's going to do a joke, right? He walks up to me, he goes, Mr. Whitehall, is this your bodyguard? I was like, that's very funny, yes, because he's very tall. Oh God, he is very, please give me an MBE. OBE, CBE, I don't care, I'll have whatever you took off Rolf, I'm not fussy. Because I am a brown noser and a sycophant. Problem is, I was so busy laughing at Harry's shit joke, I didn't realise what was unfolding next to me, alright? It was like one of those moments in life when everything happens in slow motion. I turned to my left, I could see that my dickhead friend